Welcome to Mars.
All right, welcome back to Mars Radio. I'm here with my next guest. My next guest is an artist and entrepreneur from Oakland, California. He goes by the name Momo, HMR Momo to be exact. Momo, welcome to Mars Radio.
Yo, what's up, bro?
Okay, so you're from Oakland, California, right?
Yeah, West Oakland.
Okay, and that's where you're born and raised?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and growing up in West Oakland, did you grow up with both parents or just one?
Both.
Both parents?
Yeah.
Okay. And most of your peers, did they have both parents, or did you see a lot of your family?
Bro, they didn't have both parents. They didn't have, a lot of my friends didn't have both parents, bro.
And how do you think that affected you, seeing how you had both parents, but when you stepped outside, the rest of the neighborhood didn't?
Man, how did it affect me?
Yeah, how did it affect you? Because, you know,
it was kind of sad, bro. Like, I always wanted to, like, share my grandparents and shit with my friends and shit. Like, my grandpa used to buy all my friends shit. Like, if he bought me a bike, he'd buy my best friend at the time a bike. Like all my friends that didn't really have parents, they all used to come to my house and shit.
And I assume it was harder for you to get away with shit because you got two parents.
Hell yeah, for sure.
What kind of parents did you have?
I mean, I got some cool ass parents, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I love my parents to death, both of them, bro. They both did their damn thing for real, bro. They wasn't too strict, but they didn't play about school.
They didn't play about school?
Nah, they didn't play about school.
Okay,
you didn't go to school. I used to cut school all the time, shit, on my ass.
Okay, and when you were growing up in West Oakland, both of your parents, what kind of kid were you?
I was a cool kid. I played basketball and shit. Like,
so you were into sports and stuff?
Yeah, I played basketball and shit, bro.
And then as you got a little bit older, maybe like early teens, 10, 12 years old, did you start noticing anything about your surrounding that started affecting your life?
I mean, I guess I was kind of used to that shit already, but it wasn't cool. Like, I lost my first friend in 2004. I was 13, for real. I was 13. I lost my first friend in 2004 to gun violence. Davon, rest in peace, bro.
You think that's like one of your first early experiences of realizing that it was real where you were living at?
I mean, I grew up in a house, bro, where I was always woke. So I kind of already knew it was real, for real.
Oh, okay. So I mean, when you grow up in it like that, you kind of become numb to it, is what they say.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So if we're noticing shit around us all the time at a young age, it really doesn't stand out as much as it would to the average person.
Yeah, for sure.
And did you get involved in any of that shit when you were growing up?
I mean, it wasn't necessarily getting involved. It was more so West Oakland, real small. So we all was friends and family already. So it was like your group of friends was your group of friends. It was like if they was a gang or if they was a group of people that had a name or whatever, then that's what it was.
Kind of like a guilty by association type situation.
Exactly.
Like you in it.
Exactly.
Because you lived there.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Still live there too. Same house since I was a kid.
That's what's up. That's what's up. What comes to mind when you think of West Oakland?
Man, just really what comes to mind is hella fun. Hella fun playing in the street. Everybody cool. Cause I remember that shit. Like I remember when everybody was friends, bro. Like we all used to be at each other's houses. Everybody family know everybody. Everybody went to school together. Everybody.
So it's kind of like one big community.
For sure.
Okay, and so this is the first time anybody describing West Oakland has ever described it as fun.
No, for sure. That shit was fun because a lot of people, though, they didn't really start there. You know what I mean? They came later and didn't really know what it was like back then.
Okay. Would you still call it fun today?
I mean, nah. That shit ain't fun.
What's different from when you were growing up as to opposed right now?
I mean, for one, I'm grown now. I've been in the same area all my life. And the police is targeting all of us. Like, the police know us. They on bullshit. So, this shit, they make it not fun no more. Like, and a lot of that shit is gentrified, too. So, they really trying to get us up out of there, for real.
Do you feel targeted?
Hell yeah.
By the police?
Hell yeah. Definitely.
And that's based on income level, skin color, location?
Location, mostly, and skin color. Skin color and location, for
sure. So you think based on the fact that it's West Oakland, just based on the fact that it's West Oakland, the police target you?
Nah, not just on the fact that it's West Oakland, because they do that all over Oakland. Like, they do that to everybody in Oakland that's in a specific area, you know, because they got their target areas for real. Like, They got a specific spots in West Oakland. They got specific spots in East Oakland. But it's just they got their targets for real.
Okay. So how are you still able to navigate knowing that the cops are out targeting you? I mean, because low key, when the cops are looking for you, there's no room to fuck up.
Yeah, nah, for sure. And it's like they not necessarily looking for me. It's more so waiting for me to fuck up.
Oh, okay.
It's not necessarily that they be just looking for me, but they will bother me if they see me just to see if I'm gonna fuck up, like just to see if I'm fucking up at the time. Like
you gotta stay on your P's and Q's.
I gotta stay right for sure.
Okay, so growing up in West Oakland, both of your parents, you know, I mean, you had semi-strict parents, but you know they still, you know, kept it real with you, and you were always woke. So, with everything being around you and you always staying on game, were you able to, I don't want to say totally escape, but not fall victim to the bullshit and end up long bids in prison or getting hurt seriously or anything like that?
No, for sure. I almost definitely lasted a lot longer than a lot of my peers that's my age, for sure. And I really believe that it got a part to do with my family.
Your family, right?
And mostly my grandfather. Like my grandfather, he kept me woke as I could be. I couldn't even say the Pledge of Allegiance at school. In elementary, I couldn't say it.
Explain that.
I'm non-patriotic. Like, I'm a pro-black. I'm non-patriotic. Like, I couldn't say that shit at school. Like, I had to tell the teachers, like, my parents at home, we not patriotic. They don't agree with me saying this at school.
So because the Pledge of Allegiance was more of an American thing,
yeah,
that you and your family were against it?
Not necessarily against it. We just basically we know our history as African Americans or as black people, or not even black people, because they can't even call us black, because where is black on the map?
Right.
You feel me? So as Africans, you feel me? We just know our history for real.
And what is it about the history that refrains you guys from pledging allegiance to the flag? I mean, I know, but I would like to hear your perspective of it.
I mean, for one, everybody know America is not for African people, bro. Like, this shit is for the white man, for real. Not even on no racist prejudice shit.
No, I feel you. You're calling a spade a spade.
It just is what it is.
We just calling it like it is here. We ain't getting offended.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Like, no offense. You feel me?
Right.
I got some white people I really fuck with.
Yeah.
But it's like, I was always educated. Like, when they told me Christopher Columbus discovered this motherfucker.
Right.
Like, come on, bro. I already knew better than that.
Right.
I already knew who was here first.
So the fact that you're, I would describe it as woke or more aware of shit than the average person is one of the reasons why you guys weren't having the Pledge of Allegiance at school?
Definitely.
Okay. Now, that was instilled in you by your family, right?
Yes.
Okay. Those morals, those beliefs, and those truths, how did that shape you from the average person coming out of West Oakland? Because you and the average person coming out of West Oakland, I feel, are very different.
Yeah.
You have a different mentality.
No, for sure. So that shaped me to the point where I always knew what it was. Like, some of my friends would be like, they'll say certain shit. Like, let me think of it. Like, for example, like, they'll say they're one big step for man, a bigger step for mankind. You feel me? They don't understand that for real. Like, they don't know the real meaning of that shit for real.
And what is the real meaning?
The real meaning of that shit is one step for man, meaning man as a black people, because black people and brown people are the original man.
Right.
Mankind is the people that's kind of like a man. You feel me? So how is it a bigger step for them? They basically degrading us, calling it a smaller step for us.
Yeah, because everything we've built, and I'm just including myself being
sure.
brown,
For sure.
everything we've built, they came through and took credit for.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's why it's more steps for them, because if we put in one step of hard work, they come through and collect 3.
For sure. Like, I went to Jamaica, bro. It's so black and beautiful there, bro. Like, they despise Christopher Columbus, bro, because he came to Jamaica with his slaves and shit and was slaving people and all that shit, talking about he discovered that land and all that shit. Do you know they got a statue this big of that man? Just basically showing how little he was to Jamaica.
That's hella dope.
Like, they got the thing, like, it look like your camera right now. Like, the tripod is way bigger than the actual figure. They got it on a big ass brick. Like, the brick is more important than the actual figure.
I'm gonna look that up.
Look that up. They got his anchor. They got his anchor on the side of the road still. They took his shit, kept his shit. They got his anchor off his boat.
That's dope. Okay, so growing up a little bit, getting into your teenage and early adult years, what are some of the shit that you were seeing around your neighborhood that was forming you and creating you into becoming the man you are today?
Man, bro, I was getting just, I don't know if it was intentionally or just because it was a neighborhood thing. Like, we was getting shot at walking to basketball practice, bro. Like, I played basketball in high school up until 11th grade. So it was like we walking to practice. We having raids at the school and all type of shit, bro. Like, I went to McClymonds. Like, my years, 08, 07, all them years, 06. That shit was many, bro. People getting shot in the hallway and shit. Like, so my teenage years was like, I had to get numb to certain shit hella fast.
Right,
like, so it kind of seemed normal to me. Like,
yeah,
I kind of didn't pay no attention for real.
In my school, the worst thing that happened was the stabbing, you know what I mean? But that was like, oh my goodness, right?
Yeah.
What kind of mentality do you have to have? Well, for yourself, right? Waking up in the morning, knowing on the way to school, some real serious shit might happen. That's a different mentality, bro.
And the crazy part is, we didn't take it serious at the time. Like, I take it more serious now than I did when I was that age. Like, at that time, like, for real, like, yeah, I had already lost a friend to gun violence, but that was some many shit, like how he died to gun violence. Like, we didn't really start taking it serious until our real close everyday partners start getting popped.
So it starts hitting close to home.
Yeah. We think that shit was fun and games. Like, 'cause at first, like, the people we was getting shot at by or shooting at or whatever, we was all friends.
Yeah.
You feel me? We was all friends first. Like, you feel me? Just some little events happened that made everybody break up. Like,
so what kind of events could happen to make somebody that you're a friend with or grew up with turn around and having to defend yourself from them shooting you?
Man, deaths, bro.
Deaths,
bro.
One thing leads to another. Somebody on that side gets touched, and this side gets touched. The retaliation just goes back and forth.
Blood, bro.
Just goes back to that.
Sure, and it's to the point where it's so close with the blood. Like, a lot of these niggas, a lot of us is family, bro.
Yeah.
And we popping at each other. Like, all right, you feel me? That shit crazy.
If you could have a way to fix it all, like if you had a plan and everybody had to follow your plan, right? Yeah. Let's just hypothetically here. What kind of plan do you think it would take to stop all that senseless?
Man, I just think, I mean, it kind of can't stop because people are already dead. Because people are already dead, and where we come from, not saying this right, not saying this wrong. Where we come from, you kill one of ours, we gonna be trying to kill one of yours. Like, you can't just kill our people like that, like our close family members or something.
And then the other side's gonna feel the same way, right?
And like, and me personally, I never really got into none of that shit heavily. Like, I always was the type to just defend myself. But say, for example, somebody play with my little brothers. Right. Somebody hurt them. It's gonna bring a whole nother side out of me. Like, and I already know that. Like, just because of how I am. Like, but at the same time, I always knew how to control that shit. I always stayed to myself. I always been myself. I never tried to be nothing I wasn't. So that shit didn't really affect me unless it was like one of my closest family members. And I didn't really have a close family member like that died from gun violence. Like, a lot of my family members and friends, close friends and shit, died from crazy shit like car accidents and shit like that, going missing and can't find them, and they found in water. And
which, hell, shit, that might be the government too. We never know.
For sure. For sure, definitely.
But I mean, I think that the problem is that the other side is going to have the same mentality as you, right? One side would have to concede and say, okay, I'm not going to get you back for just killing my cousin or my auntie or my uncle or something like that. And it's hard to expect somebody to just forget about somebody that they really love, for sure, getting taken from them without their retaliation. Sure. So that shit is going to ping pong back and forth until somebody pretty much gives up. Yeah. So that's a tough one, man.
It's tough, bro. And then even if somebody does give up, it's always gonna be somebody out there that want to re-spark something. Yep. A little young nigga, something coming up, want to make a name for itself. Like,
because those neighborhoods, the shot caller, so to speak, right?
I mean, it ain't even no shot callers.
No, I'm just saying the people that run it, that rotates every few years.
No, for sure. It's like generational change. Like, people
so
get old, go to jail, die, and here comes somebody else.
Yeah. And they might not want to follow the rules that were in place before.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's like, you can learn a lot about that shit. Like, I just experienced that shit, like my little little shit I just did. Like, it's totally different, like, because there's hella young niggas in there. Yeah. You feel me? And they so many, like, they totally different to how we acted back in the day. Bro. Yeah. Totally different.
Yeah, and seeing how, most of our parents, I'm including myself in that situation, their parents probably institutionalized too. For sure. So they didn't have guidance to tell them, this is the line you don't cross, or these are the rules in this game. You know what I mean? If you're going to be in it.
A lot of them didn't have both of their parents. A lot of them didn't have, and a lot of them predominantly fathers. For real. A lot of my friends and shit didn't have their pops around. Like, and if they did, it was damn near only they pops.
If we're being real and we're going back to one of the original questions, how they target you, right?
Yeah.
They were targeted, got put in the penitentiaries. All that shit was designed for situations like we're discussing right now. So that way there's not a man in the house.
It's a cycle.
To raise him as a man, right from wrong, and tell him these are the rules, and this is how you stay safe, and this is how you protect yourself. This is the stuff you don't fuck with. For sure.
What's that show called, bro? I'm a little young probably compared to it, but it's like I remember they always hiding shit when the welfare people knocked on the door. The husband gotta hide in the closet because it ain't supposed to be no man
Section
in the
8?
house. It's a show though.
Oh, there's a show about Section 8?
It's a black show. No, it's a black show. It's like Good Times or something, but it's like one of them type of shows.
All right.
And every time the social workers and shit came to the door, the man had to hide. They had to hide the TV and the microwave, and just make it seem like they poorer than they really are for real. Make it seem like the lady didn't have no help in the house.
I mean, just that right there.
Like
just talking about that right there, that tells us everything we need to know.
Sure.
We've been had rocks on our ankles trying to run the same race as the white man. And not to say just the white man, because whatever, you know what I'm talking about. Privileged ones.
The oppressors and the privileged.
Yeah. So, getting into your teenage and later years, what was it about music that you remember that you started gravitating towards?
I mean, I always was a hip hop rap head. Like, I always liked it.
What was it about the music?
I always liked it, like ghetto ass music. Like, I don't know why I liked the Hot Boys and BG and them the most for real when I was that age. Like, I don't know why, bro. Probably because of my mom too. Though my mom, she always listened to music. Like,
so you just always around good music?
No, for sure.
Okay,
for sure.
And around those ages, right? That's where we kind of start admiring people, right? Now, but what I've been told a lot is growing up in the neighborhood that you did, most of the people that you admire in those neighborhoods are not the rappers. Yeah, they're the street dudes. For sure. Was that the same in your neighborhood?
Yeah,
like the hustlers, ones out there.
Sure, because in my neighborhood, it wasn't no rappers.
Right.
It wasn't no rappers.
Who was it? Not the names, but I mean, what kind of?
It was dope boys.
Dope boys.
And killers.
And what did you guys admire?
Shit, bro. Honestly, bro, I kind of always, like I told you, I always kind of been myself, bro. Like, I never really tripped off what nobody else had going on, for real. Like,
so you weren't impressed by the cars?
I was more the person trying to be admired.
Got it.
Yeah, I was more the person trying to be like, oh, that's Momo. Like,
and what do you think gave you that mentality?
My grandpa.
Grandpa.
Yeah.
So he was the man that taught you to stand on your own too.
For sure. And everybody knew him in the neighborhood too.
That's what's up. Shout out to Grandpa.
For sure. Rest in peace, Paul.
Yeah, rest in peace. So you start messing around, falling in love with the music, the Hot Boys and stuff like that. What was it that made you think you could do it?
Honestly, bro, I didn't think I was gonna get into music, bro, until my 20s, bro. I didn't think I was gonna get into music at all, bro.
Did it have anything to do with the people in your neighborhood or your peers getting involved in it?
Probably Lil Blood.
Lil Blood.
Lil Blood was one of the first people to really bring me to a studio and bring me around that shit for real.
Okay, so before you start getting heavy into it, right? You see Lil Blood messing around with it. I'm sure these are like his Livewire days, right?
Yeah.
With him and Filthy and Stalin. Yeah. What were you thinking seeing him from the same place as you, right? Now he's, getting noticed and getting notoriety for being Lil Blood.
I mean, that shit was dope, bro. Like, even though a nigga really didn't do it for that, though. Like, a nigga more so do it because it's really therapeutic. Like, it's more of a trauma release. Right. It's more of a trauma release with the music with me, bro. Like, for real. Like, it ain't even about, like I say, so much of an influence, bro. It's more so, really, for real, man. My cousin was hella close. I made one bullshit ass chicken shit song. He always played it. He liked it. When he died, that shit just hit me. Right. You feel me? And I'm like, fuck it. Maybe I should do this. And Lil Blood used to always tell me, like, nigga, you always with me. Like, you always around me. Like, you might as well get in there. Like, you might as well do this. Like, he used to call me out on the spot. Like, bro, come in here and get on this song. Like, I'm nervous. She's like, nah, bro. Like, I ain't getting on that shit, bro. I don't want to do that shit. My cousin died, bro. That shit was like it helped me face that fear. Like I just said, fuck
That's that therapy, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
You just had to get your shit off.
For sure, I had to get that shit
And then
out.
having somebody like Lil Blood around to push you in the positive direction.
Yeah.
Something not bullshit.
For sure.
Some way to stay out of trouble.
For sure.
And focus on positivity. It's only right.
For sure.
So then Momo becomes the artist.
Lil Blood, like when I first met Blood, like I didn't even know he was a rapper. Like we was already partners. Like I didn't even know he was a rapper. Like then he just all of a sudden had a car when I was like 18. Like I had 26-inch rims on it and shit. Mm-hmm. He called me one day like, bro, come around here, bro. Bring the car. Like put the car in the video. I'm like the video. Like all right, here I come. Like come to find out this nigga rapping. Like I'm like damn, I didn't even know this nigga was rapping. Like I didn't know this was the same nigga on this song. Like I heard this song. Like
right.
but I didn't know this was you, nigga. Like. That's what's up. Like, for real.
So y'all was partners.
For sure. My
brother.
What's up.
My brother like a motherfucker. What kind of studio sessions do you remember from them early days? Like you saying Blood just grabbing you and telling you to jump on. How were those days?
We was high as a giraffe ass.
Okay.
We was just getting high, chilling.
Any cool stories?
Bro, there's so many, bro.
What about your first song that you was like, oh, okay, for sure. With being in the real studio and stuff, you know what I mean?
My first song, probably so my first song that I really thought like, okay, I could do this shit.
Yeah.
It was me, Lil Blood, Boo Banger, and Locks.
Okay.
And Blood did that shit to me. Bro, get your ass in there and get on that, bro. Like, I hear you on that. Get on that. Write something. You feel me? Man, I'm like, all right, play the shit. Like, play it. Sitting there writing.
So
my cousin was with me.
So you wrote it in the studio?
Yeah, I wrote it in the studio my first time. I'm like, this is not my first time in the studio, but this is my first time trying to write a song.
Right.
So my cousin in there with me, he's like, nigga, do that shit. So I'm like, all right. Wrote it. It probably took me like 30, 45 minutes to write.
Right.
Wrote that shit. I went in there. I had to do that shit over and over.
I was
nervous than the motherfucker. I had to do that shit over and over. Shit came out dope though.
Right.
Matter of fact, I dropped that shit. I got that song. I dropped that shit. It's called Life a Movie.
That's what's up.
It's called Life a Movie. It's on my first album, KK Season.
So they're playing it back? And then that's when it hits you, or what?
Yep, they playing it back, and everybody was in the studio vibing to that shit. Like, bro, you went crazy, bro. Like, I was like, for real. Like, and then probably a year later, my cousin died.
Yeah.
You feel me? So that shit just turned me up. Like, I'm like, fuck it, let me just do this shit.
That's when it was take it for real. Huh?
Yeah, for sure.
Ain't no more messing around.
Nah,
you gotta do this now, huh?
For sure. Then my grandpa, like, he was the type to support anything I do. Like, he like, you want to rap, nigga? Like, let's go. Come on. Let's go to the Guitar Center. What you need? Get online.
Grandpa did that.
Yeah, get online. Order your computer. You feel me? Order your computer. Come on, get on Amazon. Order your mic and your invoice and your disc. What you need? Pro Tools? All right, huh? Let's go get that.
That's Grandpa.
Papa.
For sure.
For sure. He support whatever I did ever my whole life.
That's dope. So, I mean, you kind of got to do it. You owe it to yourself, but you owe it to a couple other people, it seems like.
And I ain't put that bitch down since he got you feel me? I ain't put that mic down.
Still got that Guitar Center account.
Still got that same shit. Still got the same equipment. Everything. All good shit, too.
That's what's up. So, I know you got a lot of videos online.
For sure.
Right? So, once you decided to take it serious, what year, about how many years have you started taking it serious?
About 4 years.
About 4 years, right? And in those 4 years, you got more than a couple videos, right?
For sure. We got over 50 videos.
You got over 50 videos in the last 4 years.
For sure.
Those are really good numbers. Now, that comes from having the guidance and the somebody like Lil Blood and Goofy and the rest of your team around, or is that just your mentality to push out that much product?
So, on the push out part, shout out my cousin Pablo, for real. My cousin Pablo, he the person who made my first official beats that I could keep and have my rights to. He the first person that shot my first video, officially my own video, and my cousin Tate Dollars, he the first person. Matter of fact, Tate Dollars the first person that ever, I was a feature on Tate Dollars song. He like, we shooting the video today.
That's what's up.
And then that's our cousin that shoot the videos. You feel me? That's our cousin. Cuzzo Shot This. That's his name. Cuzzo Shot This. That's
that's your cousin.
Yeah, that's my cousin.
What's up. He's got great visuals.
Like, that nigga I just get that nigga $100. Bro,
right.
Come on, bro. Or sometimes he don't even give a fuck. Like, just come on, bro. Like, I need you to shoot a video.
Because that's your
bro.
cousin. Huh?
Yeah, and he liked my music too.
Yeah, he wants you to win.
Yeah, so and we all trying to get off the ground at the same time because he just started shooting videos because I really started rapping hella serious. Right. Because at first Pablo was shooting the videos, and Pablo was shooting and editing the videos. Right. Then Cuzzo, he like, fuck that. Like, I might as well do that shit. And so Cuzzo shoot them, Pablo edit them. Nice. That shit was dope though. That shit's still dope. We still at it too. We about to more shit coming soon for sure. So
if somebody was gonna look you up online, what are some of your most popular features and songs that they should check out?
I mean, bro, I got songs with hella people, bro. I got songs with Mozzie, bro. Got songs with Peasy. I'm on the hook.
Tell them the names. Let them.
I got a hook with Peasy and Blood called Ignorant. The song called Ignorant Shit. That's on Lil Blood album. What album was that on? And Doodle. No, that's on what the fuck is that on?
It'll pop up. Lil Blood featuring
Lil Blood. It's called Ignorant Shit. Okay. Yeah, and then I got Mozzie, Pick and Roll. I'm on a song with that, Pick and Roll. I got me, Goofy, Selly Rue, Did a Lot. That song called Did a Lot. Me, Blood, and Big Sad. Get On.
What's your recording process like? Do you like to record after you write, or do you punch in, or do you freestyle?
I punch in, bro. I ain't wrote in a while. Yeah? I ain't wrote in a while. Like, don't get me wrong, I might write 4 or 8 bars or something just to get my flow going. Right. And other than that, after that, I'm just going. I'm just punching in, bro. It just comes to me.
And for you, the process, do you prefer I mean, you probably love them both, but which one do you like more? The recording process of making the songs, or the performing it and sharing it with the world?
I ain't gonna lie. I performed probably about 5 times for real since I've been rapping. Thanks to Blood. Like, Blood always pulled me out every time he can. Like, he always, bro, come on, bro. But if you come, nigga, you getting on stage, nigga. Like, if you come, nigga, we gonna at least play one of our songs. Like, I mean, Blood, we got a song, P&M Liquor. That shit go crazy. That shit got hella views for sure. Yeah.
The video and everything.
Yeah, video and everything
for sure. So, which one is it that you prefer?
Probably performing it, bro. But don't get me wrong, I love recording. Yeah, I love recording because I can do that shit hella good. I can do that shit easy. Like, it seems like it get easier and easier the more I do it.
Yeah, I mean, once you got your 10,000 hours in.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like, I just did that little 5 months in jail, and I used to call home and shit. I used to talk to Blood. He like, bitch, you writing in there? You writing? I'm like, bitch, I ain't writing shit. Like, nigga, I ain't in here writing nothing, nigga. Like, I ain't even thinking about rapping in here, nigga. I'm trying to go home.
Trying to stay alive.
Yeah, like, nigga, I'm trying to go home. Like, nigga. I feel it. So he like, nigga, if you don't use it, you're gonna lose it. I'm like, nigga, I ain't gonna lose it, nigga. Like, I ain't gonna lose it, bro. So,
and you didn't.
No, hell no. I only did like 5 months though, but nigga, I got out. I went to the studio with Blood one day. And then we just did a song. What the fuck is that? Zipped Up. That's on his latest project. It's called Zipped Up. Me, Blood, and Goofy. That's what's up. Me, Blood, and Goofy. It's called Zipped Up. I think it's number 9 on there or something.
What kind of work of yours have you put out lately for them to check out? What albums?
I just dropped Thanksgiving. Mo Gotti EP.
And that's everywhere.
Everywhere.
Right. Everywhere. Tell us about this HMR movement.
HMR, bro. That's just something, bro. Just put it like this, man. It's a select few of us, right? And we all tight. It just ain't no room for air gaps. It ain't nobody. Everybody can't just be HMR. Like, can't nobody just come walk on to this shit for real. Like, this shit. We trying to make this shit different. Yeah, for sure.
What is HMR for?
HMR, that stands for Heron Music Records. Yeah, Heron Music. Yeah, that's like our Heron Music is more like a flow. It's like a flow we use to deliver our music. For real. That's what we call it, the Heron flow.
That's what's up. Yeah. Where do you see yourself as an artist in the next 6 months?
Next 6 months, bro, I see myself really numbers just going up, bro. But I'm about to stay so consistent. Like, I'm already consistent, bro. But I'm about to take it more serious. Like, for real, this is my first interview, bro, ever. Yeah, my first interview ever, bro.
That's what's up. And I'm assuming you're working on projects, doing some more shows.
Mo Gotti 2 dropped New Year's.
Oh, there we go. That's what I was looking for right there. Next 6 months, you got a new album coming out, New Year's, January 1st. January 1st. And then you got some visuals coming out to go with the video. I mean, with the album.
For sure.
That's what's up.
I'm about to there's only 6 songs on the EP. I'm done finna shoot all them.
There we go. Anything you want to leave your supporters with?
Bro, just follow my Instagram, Third World Momo _HMR. Follow Lil Beezy. Follow Lil Dan. Top Shot of Dan Dada, JBZ, HMR JBZ, Third World Little Blood, Cuzzo Shot This. And then just hit that link in my bio, bro. Just listen to my music, bro. That's all I need y'all to do, bro.
Yeah, definitely check out Momo. If you check him out, you won't be disappointed, and you'll start clicking on the next one and the next one and the next one.
And it's almost never ending for real. It's almost never ending. I got like 8 albums out.
That's what's up.
That's what's up. Shout out Boothatis, man. Boothie got an album out too. Pints and Skills.
There it is. It's Mars Radio and it's Momo, and we out.
Welcome to Mars.